So split method we have done. Am I right?
Mhm.
All the split method we are done. Next one is okay. So split method after replace all method. So if you observe here,
Sir, can you share your screen?
oh sorry. Okay. Yeah. So replace all method. Basically, replace all is having. You have to give which one you want to replace with the new string. So all the occurrences will be so replaces in this string. For example, now take this string. So this is a number you are telling string. This is a string format. So we enclosed in the double quotes. That's a one string. So this one have a commas. So now I want to remove all the occurrences of this commas. How can you remove that? So how can you replace them with my empty string? So that is one, it will help us replace all method. So replaces the old one with a new one. So here if you observe S5 is this one. And that I'm replacing the comma in this S5 with this empty string. So then you'll get a new S6. So S6 without commas, you'll get that. That's a replace all. Replace all will replace all the occurrences in the string. That's a replace all. So then we have a replace method. So replace method, the old string or character will be replaced with a new string or character. String S7 equal to S1 dot replace Java with Python. So Java with Python. So now you can get S7 value is just give S7 and now S1 is replaced with so the Java will replace with Python, but S1 doesn't change. That's what the strings we understood, right? So S1 value doesn't change. Only so it will create another string. I'll replace everything. They returns a new values. So that's why the return type methods are. That's why left side you can see the data type of this method variable name equal to S1 dot replace Java Python. Like a string S8. So trim method, another one very important, removes the head and tail portion spaces. Head and tail portion spaces means so beginning end portion only spaces will be removed, not the middle. So it won't so it won't bother about the middle spaces. It mainly focuses on the
Beginning
head
and
and tail
ending.
portion. So head and tail portion, what are all there? Those will be so replaced. And so that's a replace and a trim method. Trim method is see first SID is having space, web space driver space. So this is the web driver, and you have a spaces in the beginning and the end. But even you have in the middle also. That doesn't consider. So mainly focus on the only beginning and end portion. String S9 equal to S8 dot trim method. S8 dot trim method, and this will trim these spaces, and only web driver will be given to you. So that's a trim method. So always when you're getting from web page any data, what you need to do is, so there might be a spaces, beginning and end portion. Those spaces you have to remove them. Those spaces you have to remove them. That's a trim method. So int index s1 dot index of v. So basically in the s1 you have a v index, right? V character. That character index it will fetch. That's a index of method. It will return the character index or a particular word index. Whichever the word you are giving, that word it will that index number. So next, so index of word also. See s1 dot index of so particular word. So this will return 4 will return to you because so it starts with the 4th index. Next, last index of fetches the last occurrence index of character or a string. So which returns the integer value. So into last index s1 dot last index of e. So in the Selenium, Java Selenium, so e last index you are asking. So it will return e last index. So that's the e last index means. And next one, so byte, so get bytes. Get bytes, what it is, it fetches the byte array. So in the each character ASCII code it will fetch and stores in this byte array. So byte array, so array name equal to s dot get bytes. So get bytes method will return the bytes. It read the array with a for each loop, and it will so print each byte. Okay, each byte integer ASCII code value for that character. Whatever the character you use it for getting the bytes. Here we use it Java as a string object dot get bytes. S is the string object reference. Initially we declared it. Then you can get the all the get bytes. And same you can do compare to method. We have equals method, equals ignore case methods. And we have compare to method. Compare to method is basically compares the first string and second string. So if first string is greater than second string, returns a positive ASCII code value. Lexicographically will compare the both the strings. That means character by character it will compare. So that first string is greater than second string, so it will return a positive value. If first string is less than second string, returns a negative value. Else, if both are same, s1 and equal to double equal to s2, it returns a 0. So both are same, it returns 0. See, you are comparing s1 with s2 using compare to method. S1 dot compare to s2. So s1 dot compare to s2. So that you will get s1 dot compare to s2, and s1 is all lowercase, s2 is uppercase. So then basically you will get all the values. No, s1 is lowercase means they starts with 97 ASCII codes, right? So those values it will compare. And s2 is a lowercase. So the difference will be 32. So minus 32 plus 32 you will get here. And same you are comparing with uppercase with lowercase. So then you're using compare to method which returns a negative value. Now s1 and s2 both are similar letters. Same, there is no difference. That's why you'll get a 0. So And another one, how can you get the length of a string without using the inbuilt method? So you should not use inbuilt method. How can you get the length? So length of S is S dot compared to this one. S dot compared to this one. And so, for example, that's the just give second string empty and first string you give which string length you want. So that will compare and get the values, the number of characters. Next, join method. Join and value of method, these two are the static return type methods. Above are non-static methods, but these two are static methods. So static methods, they will return a value again. So what they will return? Join, delimiter, string S1, comma, string S2, comma, string S3, and so on. It returns a string, right? It returns a string. So string S10 equal to string dot join colon, and you can see you can join each string with this colon. That's what it is doing. Next, so value of method. So value of char C. So value of this is the overloaded method. So value of int I, value of object O, value of float F. So you can convert any character into this format. That's the value of method. String S11 equal to string dot value of 25. String dot value of 25. So basically, so it will convert the string object. So this is the integer, right? Integer object into string format. So value of method, what it will do? It will convert the given any type of data into string format. So that's a value of method. Now S11 value is going to have a string on. So not integer. So 25 in the string format. Now can you tell me string S12 equal to S11 plus 34? What is the output?
2534.
2534 in the string format, you will get it. So string S equal to empty, and this all substring we haven't done till now. So substring is another very majorly used method also. Another overloaded methods. Substring. What is substring? A portion of string is called substring. So in the big string, you have a particular portion. So that you can get using this substring int start index. You give the index number. That index number, it will be converted into the substring format. From there till the end, which is the characters from start index to till the end. That will be the first with one parameterized substring method. Another substring method, int start index, comma, int end index, which is the character in between start and end index. So start index here inclusive, end index is exclusive. That's the substring int start index, int end index. String S14 equal to Java WebDriver. So Java WebDriver. So string, so S15 equal to S14 dot substring of 5. So that is the substring. So how you will so get that? Can you see here now? S14. I want to get so only WebDriver. So I want to fetch only WebDriver. So from where we need to start? The W starts with the 5. So that's 5 index, whatever the character is there, it will return to you. From there till the end. So all the characters it will return. That's why you're using string S15 equal to S14 dot substring of 5. So this entire string will be fetched for you. So get only web keywords, these keywords. Can you tell me how can you get? Only web. So string S16 equal to S14 dot substring of the start index is 5 and end index always excludes. So excludes means in that character, in that index, that character won't return. Now I need to take a 8. Why I am taking 8 here? So 8 before only it will take. 8th index it won't return. So that means these 3 it will return. 5 to 8 means 5, 6, 7. Only 3 characters it will fetch for you. That is web you will get it. So that's this substring methods. So these are all the string methods as a very important methods. Please focus on this area. Okay. So widely used ones are substring, last index, index of, length method, caret method, 2-char array method, and equals method, equals ignore case method, is empty method, starts with, ends with. These are the methods you will regularly use this. Replace, another widely used one, replace all. So these are the very important.
So rest dot length and compare to is also inbuilt method only, right?
Compare to basically compares the two strings. Okay.
But where do we use this in real scenarios?
So real scenarios you will use only if you want index numbers like ASCII codes. So the difference of ASCII code, if you want, you can use this. But real scenarios, I don't think so. You will use this. Only will use in the comparator compare to interfaces are there in the collection.
Okay.
So those methods will return. They will use this compare to method, but there it is a different. It is going to compare two objects there.
Okay.
So that is different, and this is a string. This is only strings related. So this one you won't use much. That's why low priority for this method.
Okay.
But mostly used one is equals ignore case, contains method, and length method, caret method, 2-char array method, and
Okay.
Okay, so that's the overall methods important. And let's see now few more this. What is string buffer, string builder, and string differences we'll understand. So what is a string and a string buffer and string builders? Okay, so let's go to our blog. Strings. One minute, guys. Okay, so here, what is okay? These are all methods I have listed out here. Okay, so value of method. Okay, string buffer. Let's discuss first string buffer, then we'll go for what is string buffer class? So as I mentioned, the string class is an immutable class which doesn't change the value. So you cannot change that value. Okay, so and so Java string buffer class is used to create a mutable string. That means a modifiable string you can create. The string buffer class is so in Java. So it is the same as a string, but except it's a mutable. So mutable means you can create a same, same string you can modify. Same string you can modify. So it can be changed and same string. It won't create another string basically. That's a string buffer. So string buffer class is a thread safe. So multiple threads cannot access it simultaneously. So it is safe and will result in an order. So important constructors of a string buffer is a constructor overloaded here. String buffer with one parameter, string buffer with no parameters, string buffer with integer capacity. These are the constructor overloaded. So the first, some of the methods of string buffer is append method. So append method is basically it append the specified string with a given string. So this also overloaded. Append your character, append a Boolean value, append a integer, float or double, any kind of data you can append it. That's append method. Insert method. So insert method is, so basically it is going to insert at this index this string. This string is, you can place it here in this index. That's an insert method. So replace method. So int start index, int end index, string str. So it is used to replace the string from specified start index and end index. So by this string. That's the replace method. So delete method. So it deletes the int start index, int end index. So that's a delete method, what it is going to perform. Reverse. So it reverses the string. Capacity. So it find this is not important that much. Caret method. So it fetches the character at this index. Length method. It finds the number of characters. Substring method in this given index to till the end of the string, all the characters it will fetch. And substring is so int in begin index, int end index. So these are all the methods from the string buffer. So the difference between string and string buffer is, so mainly string class is immutable, string buffer is mutable. String is slow when you concat more strings and consumes more memory, because first two will, for example, 5 strings you are joining. String S1 S equal to S1 plus S2 plus S3 plus S4 plus S5 if you do, and you will simply get so S1 plus S2 first they will join, and that two outputs S1 plus S2 output plus S3, and then S1 plus S2 result plus S3, and then S4, and keep on adding. Okay, keep on adding, and so it consumes more memory. That's when you're joining more strings. So then if when you're adding more strings, always go for the string buffer. So it is very fast and consumes less memory when you concat more strings. String class overrides equals method of a object class. So you can compare the contents of two strings by equals method. String buffer class doesn't override the equals methods. Okay. So that's one string buffer and string difference. Next, string buffer and string builder differences. So string buffer is synchronized, thread safe. It means two threads can't call the methods of string buffer simultaneously. String builder is a non-synchronized, not thread safe. It means two threads can call the methods of string builder simultaneously. So string buffer is less efficient than string builder. String builder is more efficient than string buffer. String buffer was introduced in 1.0 and string builder was introduced in 1.5. So that's why the more performance you want, you will go for the string builder. But both are same, okay? But similar. One is synchronized, another one is non-synchronized. So it is less efficient, it is more efficient. So that's the difference between. Again, same methods are there. What are the methods in string buffer? String builder also having the same methods. Okay, so that's all about differences. And also let's go and see string buffer programs, and so then we'll move on to so some programs. Okay, so the programs is very important. string buffer demo. Let me take this. I'll just explain quickly. This one. Okay. First, if you want to use string buffer or string builder, first you create object for a string buffer or string builder classes. You can specify the string. And so SB dot append WebDriver. So that's how I'm appending. First, you have Java in the string buffer object. Now you are appending. What you are appending for the same string buffer object? WebDriver. So now SB is going to have Java WebDriver. So then you are inserting a space at the 4th index. So that's the insert method, the int offset and a string you are giving. So you can SB value after insert is so you can get it Java space
Java
WebDriver.
space WebDriver.
So then replace method, you're replacing the start and the end index in between this str you're replace and with this new string. So SB dot replace 0 and 4 in between the Java. Here you have a Java, right? That is replaced with a Ruby. That's another thing. And this SB value after replace is SB
WebDriver.
And so basically it replaces that and you will get that value. Delete method. So basically it will delete the start index and end index in between whatever the value is available, that will be. So you can see that Ruby WebDriver, right? Now currently SB contains. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 means a space. This start index will be includes. And then you have a 14. 14 means from here to till the end. So everything will be
deleted.
So deletes. So SB value after the delete is next reverse method. SB dot reverse. So SB value after reverse is this one. So it will change. So that's all the methods. What are the methods we mostly use here is append method. That is the one you will use mostly. Append method only will use. So append method you will use. That is the widely used one. See, first one is Java. So after appending Java WebDriver you have, then we inserted the space between the Java and WebDriver. Then you replace it with Ruby, this
Ruby.
Java keyword, and then you deleted this entire part. So Ruby is only left. Now I'm reversing that Ruby keyword. So that's the total string buffer classes method, string buffer class methods. Okay, so next let's move on to. So we want only string methods. I'll just string interview questions. I'll take a string interview programs. That make it. This is a very important concept. So you need to focus mostly in this area. This right. State. Okay. The first program is so string entry program. Okay, see how to. I have written so many, but I don't want to confuse you guys. Okay, so reverse a string. How to reverse a string? So reverse means what? So this one, right? A Java, A V A Z, right? That's a reverse. If you give any string, that you need to reverse it. How can you reverse it? So reversing the string, so we'll understand how to reverse a string. And the logic we need to build is a loop we have to use always here. We're going to use loop. The loop is first string reverse space, okay, empty string I'm taking. Reverse variable, basically I'm going to store the reverse string here. That purpose I took this one variable. That's the first step you have to do. Second step, iterate the given string using for loop. So iterate the given string using for loop. So for int I equal to string dot length -1 semicolon I greater than or equal to 0 I minus minus. So that means basically I'm starting with the last character going till the first character.
First character.
And I'm reducing the index number one by one. So then I'm appending reverse equal to reverse plus this string dot. How can you get each character? Caret of I. So I is the index number. So that we are fetching, and I'm appending to previous reverse value. So then I'm storing in the reverse variable. So that's the how to reverse a string. This is the one approach. Second approach is, so here we are starting with the last index, right? But in the second approach, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to start with the last index. I'm going to start with the first element. Okay. Then, so for int I equal to 0, I less than str dot length, I plus plus, reverse equal to reverse str dot caret of I plus reverse. Str dot caret of I plus reverse. So I'm getting the first character. Then this reverse I am adding here. Now that I am assigning to reverse variable again. So this is the another approach. But in the reverse, this last character onwards, first reverse value plus each character you are fetching. That is the main. Yeah. So reverse a string, second approach is you will start with the first character only. You will go till the last character, but get the each character in the index and plus reverse you are doing. So that will also create the string. Okay, so reversed string. So that's how to reverse a string using. So any approach is this is the one of the famous interview question. So focus on that. Next, second program. This is the very important again. Okay. So next one is how can you check given string is palindrome or not?
Reverse the string and check the initial string with the.
Yeah, exactly. So is palindrome, we are going to check. So I just took the method, okay, so non-static method, protected Boolean is palindrome. So this given string, user can give any string. So you have to check that is palindrome or not. So that is palindrome or not, you need to check it. So I'm checking original string I'm printing. So then Boolean is palindrome true. I'm thinking this is a palindrome string. So let's check that. How do you know that this is a palindrome or not? So iterate the string with a length by 2. So you don't need to iterate first string to last string onwards. You don't need to reverse also. That is a one approach. But this is a effective approach is this one. So effective approach is you can. So basically what you can do is so loop it. So and length by 2 you do I plus plus. If first character, see that if you take a string race car, so what will happen? The first character and last character is same, then you can continue. The second character, last but one character is same, you can say it is a
Chances of palindrome.
chances are there more for a palindrome. So if anything, so not equal and immediately update the is palindrome variable to false, then break it. No need to loop further. So that will reduce the number of iterations basically.
Yeah.
So that's the quickest solution for that. So how can you get the for each character, first character and last character, last but one character. So let's see, I already explained in the arrays concept, reverse array in place, right? That we have seen. So for int I equal to 0, I less than str dot length by 2, I plus plus. If str dot caret of I is not equal to str dot caret of, so str dot length minus I minus 1. So last element index I'm getting and I'm comparing both of them. This is the first one from this. So this is left to right. This one is left to right. This one is right to left. So it will keep comparing and you will get that. So is palindrome equal to false? Then break it. So if it is false, automatically break it. Then return is palindrome. You written the, so that one is palindrome concept. So that's the is palindrome. So how you can check, it's a very effective way of checking whether the given string is palindrome or not. Next one we have check anagrams. Check anagrams. So anagrams means basically, what is anagrams? First we should know what is anagram. So anagrams means so the lengths of both strings will be same. Lengths of both strings are same. So lengths of both strings are same. And when you only letters will be swapped and you can rearrange the new string. So with the first string letters you can use and you can rearrange them. You can rearrange them. So and get the new word with that letters. That is called anagrams. But both the strings length should be same. That is the anagrams concept. Okay. So let's see whether how can you check that they are anagrams or not. So you can check. So public void check anagrams. So string S1 comma string S2. S1 equal to S1 dot 2 lowercase. S2 equal to S2 dot 2 lowercase. And so you can check the lengths of both strings. Lengths of both strings same or not. If S1 dot length not equal to S2 dot length, immediately you can say both are not anagrams. Else, so step 3, convert the string into character array using 2char array method. So character array S1 array equal to S1 dot 2char array, character array S2 array equal to S2 dot 2char array method. And step 4, sort both arrays using arrays class sort method. Arrays dot sort S1 array, arrays dot sort S2 array. We are sorting. This is the java.util package. This arrays class is there. In that you have a static method, sort method. So it will sort the given array. So step 5, you have to compare both the arrays. So having same length or not using equals method. So that is also available in the arrays class. So equals method. How many methods we use in arrays class methods? One is a sort method, another one is a equals method. So it will compare both of them. So if arrays dot equals this one equal to true, then you can say system.out.println S1 and S2 are anagrams. Else, we can say S1 and S2 are not anagrams. So these are sometimes they will ask, but palindrome, most of the times they will ask. You can check it out. Okay, so mostly focus on palindrome and reverse a string. So these are the widely used ones. So next, any questions on this before moving on to the next program?
No, sir.
So last program we'll see, and tomorrow then immediately we'll start after a few minutes, 10 to 15 minutes we'll spend on the programs, then we'll move on to collections. Okay, so we can the vowels, consonants and numbers in the given string. How can you count? How many vowels, consonants and numbers are there in your given string? So let's see how can we count that. See, first step is you declare the variables for which are you are looking for the count. Vowels count you want, you declare one variable, vowels count equal to 0. Consonant count equal to 0. So numbers count equal to 0. Special character count, even I am including special characters also. Okay. So all, which are all they are asking, all one variable you declared initially as a 0. So that means no values initially. That's a 0, you're assuming that. Second step, iterate the string. So iterate the string. For int I equal to 0, I less than string dot length I plus plus. So if string dot character of I is equal to A, or string dot character of I equal to capital A, small a, or capital A, or the character is E, small e or capital E, and so R, everything R, okay, it can be any, right? You're getting each character and you're checking. So str dot character of I, at that index, the character is equal to I, small I or capital I, and you can say, so AEIOU, basically you're checking. Str dot character of I, O, capital O, and str dot character of I, U, capital U. So this is all R condition I'm putting. If any one of them is there, then what you need to do? Increment the that variable value by +1. That's a plus. So you're incrementing the value by 1. Else if, so the character of I is greater than or equal to small a or capital A, and str dot character of I less than or equal to small z and capital Z, then increment the count by
+1.
Plus means 1 will increment for a previous value. So, and now the same way you can count the numbers. Say str dot character of I greater than or equal to 0, and str dot character of I is less than or equal to 9, 0 to 9. So any numbers are there in between, any character is in between the 0 and 9. So increment that numbers count by 1. Else, if all these are not true, so what is the final one? Special characters. So increment the special character by 1. That's all about this program. I'm just printing all of them. So you can execute. So till now, whatever the programs are there, still we have a few more. Swapping the two strings, reverse a sentence, convert to opposite character. This one, I think somebody asked this. How can you check this one? Somebody asked, I'll explain this tomorrow. and how to write a program to find out the one string is rotation of another string, extract the maximum number in the given string. There are a bunch of programs, lot of programs I have written, but we'll see that. Okay, so you can. So even until unless if you're not practicing, it's not possible to answer. So most of the questions you will get from string or array. These two areas only you will get. So practice more programs from Google, or you take from anywhere, from our blog, anywhere. Just practice more programs on the strings. That really helps you to crack the interview. Okay, yeah, that's it for the day. Any questions?